What is going on, everybody? It's Tidy Spidey here today. How's it swinging? So today we're going to be going over an endgame critical analysis. How to win top 10 endgames, how to win them, how to play them, and more importantly, how to not die. With Season 6 approaching, what we want to be doing is we want to be helping people get better. That is one of our goals. That is what started the channel, was the idea of helping other players improve their game. I know a lot of players seem to struggle in endgame, so today we're going to be erasing that struggle altogether, or at least making an attempt to, and breaking down how to play top 10 situations. So we see these people, me and my partner, we're playing duos. We see people, and what we do right now, we take a shot, I go to build, and I mess up. So I pause, I reset. I just box in, and I think, I reset. I don't keep trying to build, I don't waste mats, I pause, think, reset. Get the reset done, now it's time to go for the push. I got my head clear, me and him are communicating. I'm like, spray them with your grenade launcher. I want to see what type of player this person is. So, he sprays the grenade launcher, they don't even hit him. They don't even hit him, but he just bounces out. I get some good shots on him, and I go for the clean finish. I'm not worried about making this shot super accurate, because I know I just shot him 4 times, 5 times for 33 each. I know he's weak. I saw the white. So I just leap over and we get the kill. Now there's 7 players remaining, so 5 other teams. You notice before we started, I had 3 kills when there were 9 people left, and by the end of this, I'm going to have 8 kills. So that means I killed 5 out of the last 7 players. So we're really focusing on how to be aggressive but smart in endgame. We're not talking about camping until there's no teams left. We're talking about cleaning up the endgame to make it as safe and as powerful for you. Give you the most advantage that you can. Guys, I got like 5 jump pads right now, plus this guy's that he just placed. We just cleared the tree so we can use it. The reason we're not pushing right now is because we know the circle's about to close. We want to stop and we want to think about potential game plans, and also, where's the circle going to close at? If it's going to close on us, we're not going to leave. So it's not going to close on us. So instead of just pushing in blindly, we want to stay here. Okay, we want to stay here and we want to survey the area, try to figure out where our opponents are, trying to figure out, once we find where they are, what is the best approach to taking on these type of players. We want to figure out if they're aggressive, if they're build freaks, if they're lasers, you know. We want to figure out their guns. We can figure out if they have rocket launchers. We can figure out if they have explosives. Anything that we really need to worry about. So this might seem boring, but it's smart, and it is still the aggressive play. There's 2 types of aggression, if you ask me. There's smart aggression and there's dumb aggression. You see this all the time in UFC fights. Pause. We just saw them. We know where at least one person is. It's safe to assume 2 people, but we know where at least one person is. So, but you see this all the time in UFC fighters. Smart aggression versus dumb aggression. Once you start going in stupid aggressive, you get clocked, you get rocked, and you get down for the count. But you go in smart aggressive, that's how you win fights. That applies in everything, especially Fortnite. So the storm's closing in, we know where people are. Unfortunately, we don't know where everyone is, but we're gonna use the information that we have and go accordingly. Our best bet is we go this way, and both of the other 2 remaining teams are over there, and we're safe coming into the circle this way. So in this case, I see this guy's building, okay? But I see he's not building the most intelligent. We could have shot him out. However, I didn't want to necessarily waste the bullets. Not that we didn't have any, but there wasn't totally a reason to. I'm kind of getting a feel for this guy, and my partner and I are communicating what he sees. He's telling me what he sees his other partner doing. So we're going to get into a little bit of a battle with these guys, just firing a couple shots off to see what type of players they are. We destroy their thing, and they kind of spam build. You see there was walls and ramps. Nothing really came of it. It wasn't like somebody 1 by 1 and some other person ramped up. Just walls and ramps, spam build. So they're just going to keep peeking up, trying to get some shots off. And we're going to do the same thing. We have no reason to push right now, mainly just because we're not getting pushed. We're not in a pinch situation. We're on the edge of the storm. We're using the storm to cover our backs. But in my mind, I'm like, we got to get close to the storm. We got to beat these guys to this circle, because if they get here, they're going to make it hard for us. So we want to get to this new circle and make it difficult for them. And that is exactly what we do. We get to a nice natural high ground. We don't have to build for it. Get to a nice natural high ground in the circle, and we make these guys' lives quite hell. Granted, I miss a bit of my shots with the snipes. It would have been great if I could have hit one of those and clocked one out early. And now we know where both of the teams are. we got these 2 people pushing us right now, and then there's also people in front of us west. We spray this guy down, the partner comes up. I could have trapped him if I was quicker with it. So this is ultimately bad on my part. My gun should have been reloaded, and since I didn't reload it yet, I got in that situation, which would not have happened otherwise. So right now, these people are not coming in for the push because they don't know I'm knocked. If they knew I was knocked, here's a tip, guys. If you're fighting, especially in endgame like this, pay attention to that kill feed, man. If these guys are paying attention to the kill feed, they would have saw I was knocked, they would have came over, they would have pushed us, and they would have ended us. So my partner's going for the res, he got the res, now he's playing defense. He's getting up there and making sure they're not pushing us right now. That's exactly what he's doing, so I can heal up. And now we're both back in this fight, and it is a 2v2. Currently, we're in the circle. We're not gonna push. We're not gonna make any stupid moves. I don't know what type of player these guys are, right? Me and my partner are communicating, and I'm telling him that they might be bad. They might be campers because we didn't see them shooting at us that whole fight, and all of a sudden, they kind of just now try to get involved. But we don't know that for sure. This is just an assumption that we have, and we're playing based off of that. At this point, they're going to start loading up on us. We're just going to build up a little bit. Once we see where the new circle goes, we're going to play very different because we are on the opposite side so far. They got the advantage. So what we want to do is we want to get the advantage here. We don't want to sit here and wait for the storm to kick us out. That will not end well. I hit the snipe. I know they're weak. My duo partner tells me he lit them up. We know they're weak right now. But we also know that we're going to have to go. So it's time for us to position ourselves in a better spot. So he's keeping one of them distracted, and then the other one is trying to slowly move to the spot right now. His role right now is to at least distract one of them, which he is. I got this guy on me, and now it's kind of like a 1v1 and a 1v1 together. I have the advantage because I'm right beside the storm of all time. So I push out a little bit. My duo partner's trying to close the gaps and get us together. I don't like how close these other 2 players are getting to me though, because now they're both right beside me. So I get away a little bit more. I get in the storm 100% this time. I'm babysitting my launch pad so they can't get to it. And right now these guys kind of know that they have to get to me. My partner gets knocked. So I go for the finish. I know he's weak. My partner tells me he shot him a couple times. So we go for the finish and we kind of just play this guy around. He tries to get the high ground, just a simple wall over his head. And at this point, there's no point in dropping down. I could drop down. I'm weak. I could have dropped down right there and get clocked. So we wait until he turns his back. We drop around and we keep the pressure going. We're not playing too stupid aggressive. We're playing smart aggressive. Now I know he's one shot. Jump off, spray, get the win. We let him jump around. We let him think he had control or could get control, but he couldn't. We took the shots when we had the shots, and ultimately we win the game. Let's dance on them. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Tidy Spidey out.